My name is Giulio, Italian national geologist, involved with water, founded CSR Geomatics, collecting data about topography, water, and so on. Let's say I have offered my knowledge about the water processes, whatever is regarding water, groundwater, surface water, and so on, and giving an idea of a strategy, what we could do to engage with a program leading to water security.
I'm Louis, I'm living in Citadine. I am a developer. I came first in '71 to Auroville. I have been first presenting about the line of goodwill because we hope to start even end of this year the first 500 flats for hosting people. There are so many people waiting to come to Auroville, so for me it's very important to have a faster demography of Auroville.
I'm Suhasini. I'm an Aurovillian since last 35 years, practicing as an architect and urban planner. I have a unit in CSR, Auroville Center for Scientific Research. My role was basically to inform the architects about three different things. One was to be able to look at development in an integrated format, which means you bring environment, society, and economy together.
So my name is Island. I work with trees, actually arboriculture. Well, I've brought in my knowledge of arboriculture, so as a sort of technical side, where you consider the green infrastructure aspects when you're looking at both the blue infrastructure and the gray infrastructure. So that's all I'm trying to bring to the table, that there is enough space for all of these things to work together.
It's a very inclusive program. It's a very inclusive atmosphere. There was a willingness to understand and listen to each other, which has gone all the way till now. So yeah, that's why I have goosebumps again, because yeah, it's fantastic.
It's been really good. It's something that I really wanted to be in place, let's say. And I see that this is basically addressing the issue from the start and understanding how to best carry this forward rather than just trying to push things forward. Wherever it is in the world, this is the sort of, not necessarily exactly the same process, but what you're doing is you're doing polls and surveys with the people that would be affected, and that's the only way you can actually bring these things forward.
The interesting idea was bringing them together on a platform where you would look at timelines. And what I mean by timelines is actually looking at the past, present, and the future. For me, this whole process of DreamWeaving was quite incredible because the usual suspects of the people, planners, and the program has been brought together, but also whether it was just a happy coincidence or the grace of Mother, I can't say. Almost all proposals look at the present and the future simultaneously.
I think it's very good that time frames are there, that there are limitations in time, but it also needs to be more realistic. There's a lot of architects, there's a lot of input. I think it would need to be much more in sort of smaller chunks. On the other hand, I think it's great that there's so many people working together, because you get so many, and you see that from the presentations. Every single presentation is different, and it's bringing in a completely different point of view, and that's very important. So I don't know if it's, we have to find the sort of balance between where we get enough input, but at the same time that it's realistic, that it doesn't cost too much if it's actually being funded, and it doesn't take too much time.
We should have also negative feedback, because if they are constructive, they are very helpful. Not to demolish somebody, but to actually grow together. So it could be another way of improving, respectful, of course, because two brains are better than one. That is what I think.
I felt that the organization was very good. We need unity presently. It is a must which is missing in Auroville after all the events which happened. So this is a point of unity, and we have together to to find a way to go forward.
Every time we talk about planning, we only talk about the grand future. But we don't look at how we are in the present and our needs and the challenges and the opportunities, actually. How our present actually frames our future.
I foresee it as being something that we identify areas which might have some sort of unclarity, and this is how we would be able to deal with it. If there are areas where it's very clear and everybody agrees, yeah, this is great, we're going to do that, then you don't really need to have this process. But with other areas where there is some sort of unclarity or it's a little bit gray, then this is the way to address it. So I think it can be applied on smaller scale and on bigger scales.
For me, the whole DreamWeavers thing is the first level. I'm really happy that they bring the timeline of development together in all their proposals. The next level of DreamWeaving will be actually a DreamWeaving about our social structure and economy.
The next step is to do the crown infrastructure and road itself, ready to do it. And I would really like that we can start even with electric vehicle to use on the crown road. And my immediate dream is to see all the dream of Mother to come down and to manifest it.
My hope is that there will be a series of, let's say, interactions between Vastushilpa people and the DreamWeaving architects and whoever has been participating into this. My hope is that that experience will continue. We have established very nice relationship with the people I didn't know before. So professionally speaking, it could be a very interesting experience. I think the DreamWeaving exercise, this very experimental but unique kind of a process, could be replicated in other fields.
No, I'm very happy to be part of this process. I think it's great that the initiative is there. What I would really like is that it becomes legitimate and that we actually use this concretely.
So I'm hoping that the next DreamWeavers is about economy and society.
I feel privileged to be in such a situation. And it's not an everyday experience. It's something very strong, very, very strong, but very positive.